We are a Christmas people and we are an Easter people. As a people of Christmas, we come and we do homage. The posture that we often adopt when we come to Mass is to do homage. We come in adoration. Most of the time, before Mass has even started, we're in the pews already doing adoration, doing homage. And we sit, we watch, we kneel, and we do homage during the celebration. But as an Easter people, we're called to be a people that move, that are on procession, that are called to physically move, but we're also called to be spiritually and emotionally moved. And that brings about a change. We began today outside. And one of the hallmarks or the characteristics of Holy Week is the role of processions. We have a procession today, as we did. We all came into the church in procession. At the end of the Holy Thursday Mass, there is a procession to the altar of repose. The Stations of the Cross is a procession. We're all called to come and process to adore the Lord on the cross, to adore the cross, the veneration of the cross on Good Friday. And then next Saturday evening will be the Easter Vigil, where we start outside. There is the blessing of the fire, and we process into the church with candles. The quality of the Easter people is that we are a people of movement. We've just heard the Passion. And you look at the Passion and you see right throughout, from the very beginning of what we just heard until the very end, there is the story of people after people who are being called to physically move from one place to another. And in that experience of the physical movement, there is a spiritual and an emotional movement and change that happens also. That change brings action. That change changes emotion. You see at the very end, when people walked away from Calvary, we're told that they walk away beating their breasts. They were all in procession, walking together away from Calvary, but they had been moved by the experience. We are called not just to be the people at Christmas who come and kneel and sit and watch. We are called to be the people who move, who are moved to action, who are moved to belief in what happens at Calvary, but also to belief in what happens at the resurrection. We are people of Christmas, but we are also the Easter people. Let us make this week an especially holy week. The last few years it's been difficult and it's been perhaps a little scary for people to participate fully. Do what you can to participate fully every day throughout this week. If you don't pray every day this week. Some sort of prayer, pray this week. Throughout this week we'll have a number of services at 8 a.m. From today right through to next Sunday, there will be services every day at 8 a.m. Some will be slightly different each day depending on what we can do. Details are in the bulletin about that. There will also be services at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, on Thursday and on Saturday. Tuesday evening there will be a special evening of adoration and of reconciliation. An opportunity for us all to be reconciled with God as we prepare for Easter. Thursday evening, 7 p.m, will be the beginning of the Solemn Triduum, the 3-day celebration. It'll begin with the Mass of the Lord's Supper at 7 p.m. here in the church, and will conclude at about 11 o'clock when the church will be closed at the altar of repose, which is the chapel space. The Mass of the Lord's Supper takes about an hour and 10 minutes or so. It's not a particularly long Mass. It includes the washing of the feet, the famous action of Jesus' service at the Last Supper. On next Saturday will be the Easter Vigil, begin outside, 7 p.m. also. We'll begin with the fire or process into the church. I really encourage you, if you're able to, participate in as many services as possible this week. They're all different, they all have their unique quality, and they call us to move physically, but more importantly, they call us to be moved spiritually and emotionally with what Christ has done for us. Let us be moved this week to enter into Holy Week, to enter into this week where we recall the salvation that God has won for us in the person of Jesus Christ.